Hey everybody on YouTube and all the hard rock heavy metal fans out there. This is Andrew Warren back once again. This time I'm not doing an NHL video or not doing an NFL video. I'm going to do something a little bit different because I don't know if you all see in my recent videos in the past. You see me wear shirts like Motorhead, Iron Maiden, Pantera, and even ACDC. I don't know if you guys see that in the sunlight. Well, like that. So anyways, that's it. Just here to talk about. As you guys might have noticed, I am a big fan of hard rock and heavy metal music, from especially in the late 60s to the 90s. But I like some in the early 2000s, like, but not really much, but, But anyways, that's not the point I'm going to get to right now. This has been really bugging me the last few days, with this, so I got to get it out. Because recently what I heard the other day that Axl Rose is filling in for Brian Johnston from ACDC for their upcoming tour. Whew. I don't know. I mean, I'm not the biggest Axl Rose fan, but don't get me wrong. I like Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses in the 80s with Slash and Duff McKagan. So with everything what they did back in the 80s, like Appetite to Destruction, and as well in the mid-90s too, until Duff and Slash left the band. Now, I love the Guns N' Roses from that point, but, But Axl Rose don't really have it anymore, which I really don't understand why he's still doing it. So, yeah. But whatever. But I really don't like the idea that Axl Rose is to be the guy to replace Brian Johnston in AC/DC right now for this upcoming tour. Personally, I really do think that AC/DC should just call it a career. Do one more tour and call it a career right there after what's going on with them the last few years, like Malcolm Young retiring because of Alzheimer's or dementia, which I wish nothing from the best of Malcolm on that one, and Phil Rudd going to jail again, having his problems right now. So, but hey, all in all, what's going on? I think AC/DC just called a career after their rock or bust tour, and they should have done it with that, but, I don't know. I mean, that Angus is probably the only original guy left from AC/DC, I think, so, but don't get me wrong, I love AC/DC with the Bon Scott years and Brian Johnston's era from the Brian Johnston era right now, but it's like, right now what's going on with them, they should really, why? I mean, why do you keep going with this if you have two of your best players, like Phil Rudd and Malcolm Young, being out of the picture? I mean, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like AC/DC to me, though. In my point of view, though, why don't they just call it the Angus Young's and Friends tour or something like that? I mean, it doesn't feel right. It feels like something's missing out of that, And Axl Rose, I don't think he's the right guy to be the lead singer of to replace Brian Johnston in this tour, though. I really do think he does really good with Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. But hey, if you would have told me that Axl Rose was a guy replacing Skid Row if Sebastian Bach or Johnny Van Zant was out of the picture again, so he would have been the guy. He would have said, yeah, that'd be a good choice for that. But apparently, it's not Skid Row. So that's my point of view on that. But other than that, though, I don't really like what they're doing with that, though. So, and besides, Axl Rose just got reunited with Slash and Duff McKagan for the Guns N' Roses reunion tour. So how the hell that's gonna pull off on that one? So are they gonna both tour together on both bands, or how are they gonna pull this one off? I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. I'll tell you my personal thing. I mean, you could disagree with me or agree or disagree with me all you like. I mean, that's just my point of view. If I would have picked my choice to be who would have been a good replacement for Brian Johnston because of his hearing loss, I probably would have picked Geddy Lee from Rush. Personally, I really do think vocally he's really good. He would have been the guy to do it. Because, I love Rush too. Don't get me wrong, with Neil Peart and everyone else. It's really good. And Alex Levenskin. I really can't say his last name right now. But I think Geddy Lee would have been a perfect choice for that, to replace AC/DC on that one. So Well, that's my point. I mean, I really do think they should have gone that route. Just maybe do that, because now Rush is not really doing anything right now, because Neil Peart has arthritis, and you really can't do much anymore, which is kind of sad. But, you know, man, it's part of life, you know. You gotta do stuff. But they said they're still a band. But they're just not gonna be on tour for a little while. So, I'm just saying, I'm like, what if, Geddy Lee does that while they do something with Rush again or something like that? I still think that's a perfect choice for that point. So, I don't know. I think that's my point. But anyways, what do you guys think? If all your hard rock heavy metal fans out there, who do you think who should be the guy to replace Brian Johnston? Do you agree with me with Geddy Lee? Or give me your own opinion. So, I'd like to hear your thoughts and points of view on that. Well, anyways, that's what I have to say about that. So I don't know. Tell me what you guys thinking about Axl Rose being the guy from ACDC. Tell me what you're thinking on that. And maybe I'll reply back to see about that. So, anyways, till then, this is Andrew Warren signing off. And be on the lookout for my more Stanley Cup playoff picks as the second round comes in. By the way, I did not expect the Chicago Blackhawks lose be down 3-1 against St. Louis. That's my opinion on that. And Pittsburgh tied the series again. Good for them, you know. But hey, I'll be back with you for my Stanley Cup playoff picks once the second round goes in there. And probably afterwards, since I'll be waiting for the NFL offseason, the training camp coming along, maybe I'll do like thoughts on the top 10 hard rock heavy metal groups or best super groups or something like that. I don't know. There's something in that mind I'll do. I thought about it the other day, so I don't know if I'll do it. I can't promise you that, but I've been thinking about it, so I'll get back to you as soon as I can on that. But this is Andrew Warren signing off, and I'll see you guys all in my Stanley Cup playoff picks for the second round, the quarterfinals.